Alrighty, guys, you know what time it is. It's time for Fashionably Broke Podcast. Welcome back to episode 106. So happy that you're here. Happy to see ya. And I feel like we have a good fun episode for you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Galentine's Day. Happy, I don't know what else. I think it's just Valentine's and Galentine's. I watched a TikTok just kind of speaking on Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day falls on a Friday, which is good for those that are single this Valentine's Day.
See y'all at the bar.
Because Friday night, what do you do on a Friday night? You go out. You go out to a bar, you go out to dinner, you go have drinks, cocktails, whatever that you would like normally do at the end of the week after a really long, tough week of working, okay?
Right.
Well, guess what? Valentine's Day on a Friday. So while all of the, coupled up people are, doing their little celebrations, every single person is most likely going to be out. So ladies, now is your chance. You could possibly be meeting your husband tonight.
No, and that is where I will be. I don't know who I'm going out with yet, but I'm going to find someone to go out with. And Valentine's Day falling on a Friday is probably going to be the best thing to ever happen to me, because I saw that exact same TikTok and I was like,
it's like, ladies,
you're so right.
Don't stay in. Don't stay in.
No.
Your ass better be at a bar.
Yeah, I'll be there. Don't you worry.
A restaurant bar, or just like out and about doing something in public. Can be with your other girls, and you can go have fun, flirt with some men, get some drinks,
get some free drinks. Exactly.
So, happy Valentine's Day, happy Galentine's Day. I hope everyone's gonna have a great week, which I know that we all are. And yeah, I think that's all of the intro that I have for today. So, Kassidy, highs and lows, we can recap. We haven't talked in actually forever, like face to face, because of last week's episode. We were like pre-recorded pretty early. So
yeah, it was like forever ago.
Yeah, it feels like it was literally forever ago. So I need to catch up. What's going on?
Yeah, highs and lows. Let me think. There's just like nothing that comes like, oh, my high is I got some new Ray-Bans. I don't allow myself to buy expensive sunglasses because like somehow they always just go missing everything. Or I lose them, and like I just like don't take care of them. But like that's my Amazon glasses.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I'm at the age now where like if I spend money on them, like I'll keep up with them. But who knows? I'm going to try.
It's not me.
My best. Yeah. I'm going to try my best. I just got some new Ray-Bans and I got a new ring, and I've been looking for a pinky ring everywhere, and I finally found one. My low, low. Probably that I had a mental breakdown on Sunday because I couldn't get a desk off Facebook Market. But it was just like so much more like stemming from that, but I'm just really not going to get into that right now. But it was like a Crate and Barrel $2,000 desk, and it was like in perfect condition, and she was selling it for $600, but it wouldn't fit in my car, and it was obviously Super Bowl Sunday, and nobody like had a truck that would like drive with me, which like I get, but like also it's like at 2 p.m.
No, exactly.
At 2 p.m.
Exactly what I was just about to say. Babe, the Super Bowl hasn't started yet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I literally messaged like 5 different people. Like, we were even to the point of where it was like people off Hinge, like that I had their numbers.
You're
I was
like, please.
No, literally, because I wanted this desk so bad. Like, it was so beautiful.
Like, it wouldn't have even fit if, like, you just, like, left your trunk open?
I don't think my car would drive with my trunk open.
Oh.
Like, my car's weird. Like, if any doors open, it automatically puts my car into park. So I don't even think it would be able to, like, drive.
Damn.
But it was also like an hour away. It wasn't like down the street
Oh,
pickup,
that's probably why everyone was like, no.
Yeah.
As shitty as that is.
So I just had an absolute mental breakdown. And it was just stemming from someone. It needed to happen. And I didn't get the desk. It's okay. We're fine now. We'll move on. I'll find another desk. But it's fine. We can recap. I went out Friday night, had a fun night. And then Saturday, Sunday, literally did nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I take that back. I had Galentine's Day.
I saw. That was so cute. Like the little goodie bags and everything.
Yeah, so that was like early Saturday, like started at like 5 o'clock, and I was home by like 9.
That's
it was like
so
nothing
fun,
crazy.
though.
Yeah, no, it was a fun time. My friend Natalie hosted. It was so much fun. But yeah, it was just like a quick Galentine's, came home and I was like, might as well just go to bed now, I guess. There's nothing else to do. And then Sunday, I literally did nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like itching to like have some like solid plans,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but this upcoming weekend, I'm going to see Hudson Westbrook.
Oh, fun.
Which is Anne's cousin, and it's me, Anne, and Anne's husband going.
Oh, what a blast.
That'll be fun. So hoping like I'll find my boyfriend there as well, right?
Of course, you will. Duh.
We'll see. We'll see. But honestly, like no big news over here.
Yeah.
What about you? How was your weekend? How was Super Bowl Sunday? What'd you know?
Well, I had originally had big plans for this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And those big plans did not happen. It was an interesting weekend. Some stuff I can't talk about on the podcast. Very interesting weekend. Let me just tell you. So Friday ended up going out. Went to a concert with Morgan, and it was someone that like he really wanted to see, and I knew of like the girl. Her name's Willow Avalon. She's like she's opening for Willie Nelson for something in the near future. So she's like really small, but she's like starting to like get bigger and like get discovered. And she has like a very, very, very like twangy voice, like a mix of like Dolly Parton and I don't know, like it's definitely like kind of like her own thing, which she was fantastic. Every single girl that opened for her, fantastic. It was just funny because her crowd is very I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, sorry. This is going to be like probably the least descriptive recap ever. But basically I was like sticking out like a sore thumb in what I was wearing, which is totally fine. Totally loved that.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
Of course. And then we ended up going to a bar afterwards, which this is like where just the night starts to go very downhill. Very, 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 very downhill. I was really excited to try this bar. I don't want to say it out, like what the name of it, because I don't know. It could be like a great bar, but for some reason it just was not. They were not vibing with us, apparently, or not vibing with me. Let's say that. So we walk in. It's like this really small bar. It's new. It's in East Nashville. And, like we sit down, we order a drink, like first round, and like we're chatting, we're talking, blah, 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 like making friends with like the people around us. And then we like go to order a second round, and I was drinking a vodka soda. Okay. So second round comes to us, and I like take a big ol' sip. Okay. And it is not a vodka soda. It is like a tequila water. And so I was like, I like tequila. I cannot drink a tequila water. I will never be able to drink a tequila water, especially with shitty ass tequila,
Oh, did you spit it out? This
is
where this is going.
No, so I was like, okay, well, crap, I can't drink this. Like, I can't drink this. So I like waved the bartender down, and me being so nice And I was just like, hi, I'm so sorry. Like, I was drinking a vodka soda earlier. I think this is like a tequila soda or a tequila water. I was just wondering if I could order like another, if I could get like a vodka soda, like I'll pay for it and everything. But like, this is, he grabs it, looks at me dead in the eye, pours vodka over it, and hands it back. I was like, thank you.
What?
Yeah, so then I like took a sip and I was like it was god awful. So Morgan,
say the name of the bar right now.
So Morgan was like, here, I bet you it's really not that bad. And I was like, Morgan, it's vodka and tequila mixed together. Like, this is horrible. He takes a sip and he was like, oh my god, yeah. So then I was just like, can I please get a high noon? Just hand me a can. And next thing I know, I hear, and I totally missed some of the conversation. I don't know what the hell they were talking about, but I hear the bartender that did that talking to like the couple right next to us, and he loudly says, yeah, I hate a bitch with blonde hair. And I'm like, okay, I think it's time to go.
What is the name of the bar? Say it right. That is crazy.
No, because I do like, the owner of the bar owns like a few other businesses around Nashville, and like I like those places, so I don't want to say it, but I was just like, I like thought I was like in a fever dream. I was like, is this actually like happening? But the fact that he grabbed my drink when I was like, this, like, and I was so nice. I was not like, right. And I was just like, I'm so sorry. Like, I wouldn't, like, I'm trying to just order another drink, and then you can like take this one. Just literally poured it right on top, handed it back. And I was like, it's not what I asked for.
That is crazy.
Yeah, no, insane. And then the night just went down even more hell from there. So needless to say, the rest of the weekend, Saturday, I did not do shit. It was Friday was like it was one of those night outs where it's like everything just goes horribly wrong in every single way. And so then I was like, okay, I just like can't. No, I was like, I'm literally not leaving my bed on Saturday. So I did not leave my bed on Saturday. And then Sunday, I ended up going to my friend Anna's for the Super Bowl, and we just like hung out. It was just them and then like Morgan and I, so we didn't do anything crazy. And we just watched the Super Bowl there and then came home. So, I mean, I am glad that the Eagles won. Sorry, yeah. I have to say it. I'm glad that the Eagles won. The game did suck, though, because it was such a blowout.
That's what I'm saying. Like, every Super Bowl, it has to be a good-ass game. Like, these are the top of the top, and, like, I think the Chiefs just got off to, like, a bad start, and they just, like, couldn't recover. Everyone, like, was in a crappy mood, trying to make something happen so much that it was just, like, never gonna happen.
Well, majority of the stadium were 100% Eagle fans. The boos...
I would say so.
The boos when the Chiefs came out compared to, like, the cheers when the Eagles came out. It was like, whoa, you would think that you were at, like, the Eagles stadium.
Yeah. I just think everyone hates the Chiefs now. I think they've just won so much, and especially with Taylor and Trav, like, people are over it. People are done with it.
It's a little too saturated.
But, like, which kind of, like... I don't know the right wording to use for this, but like when Taylor Swift was shown on the
that
Jumbotron,
is crazy that they booed
she
her.
Got booed. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, that is someone's significant other simply going there to support her freaking boyfriend. Like, she sold out this stadium 3 nights in a row. Like, stop acting like this is just some dumbass girl that everyone hates.
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy, and I was actually kind of pissed off by that. I was like, that, like, no one deserves that. That's crazy. But, like, Taylor Swift in particular, like, she's simply just trying to, like, enjoy her life.
Yeah, I know. It was, like, a little much. No, like, people should not have booed. Like, there's no point in booing at all. But it just was crazy, just, like, the fandomness of, like, how many people, like, were rooting for the Eagles. But I am glad that they won, time for someone else to be on top
Mm-hmm.
for
I
a little
agree.
bit until next year, and then we start all over again.
We do it all over
And then we
again.
start all over again. But
Yeah.
it was just insane. Like I had so much FOMO from everyone I knew that like lives in New Orleans because
Mm-hmm.
there were so many activations, pop-ups all throughout the city leading up, like the entire week leading up to the Super Bowl, and it just seemed so cool and like so much fun, and I had
I was about
so
to
much
say
FOMO.
we really missed our shot
Yeah.
on like flying out there like Thursday to Sunday or something, or even
Hmm.
like Thursday to Saturday and like being home for the Super Bowl. Like
Yeah.
the way we should have been at those parties, like promoting Fashionably Broke, and like it probably would have gotten us somewhere. I just like, which last year I think there were these parties that like every single
Hmm.
influencer was at leading up, but like this year was
Well,
insane.
and the one thing that I can say, and I'll rep Louisiana and New Orleans, even though I'm not from there, I'll rep them till the day I die. It was like they put so much work and effort into like making this like the Super Bowl an entire experience and not just like
Mm-hmm.
the football game, which I know of course every city does. A lot of cities want to host it. It brings so much tourism, and a lot of money to the
Right.
city. But I know that they put in so much work to like make it spectacular. And I mean, even the stuff that like wasn't even shown with like brands, just getting to see all of the things that like people I knew posting and like getting to do, just like the
Yeah.
average Joe getting to do, I
Right.
thought it was so cool and super neat. And I was jealous. Um, but I didn't say my high. I do have a high for this week. I'm gonna go see Giggly Squad on Thursday.
Oh my God, like I could not be more jealous. I literally texted Maddie on Sunday being like, "Oh my gosh, have you listened to the Giggly Squad? Giggly Squad, like it's so funny this week, but also it's like Paige addressing like the cheating rumors with Craig."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I had totally forgot that you like had tickets to see them, and I'm like, "Oh my,
I'm
like
so
I am
excited.
so jealous. It's not even funny." Like, ugh.
I am like very, very,
I
very excited. And I like hate to be like, oh, I'm going and,
Yeah.
brag, but like I'm so excited. I'm gonna be in the
No,
same room as them.
I absolutely like love them, and just like their vibes, like two totally different people.
Mm-hmm.
Like they reminds me like a lot of you and I,
Yeah.
just like stuff that like we would do or something that we like totally like agree nothing
Uh-huh.
upon. Um oh, I just love them so much. And I think about this almost every single week when I'm listening to Giggly Squad. Like it makes me mad that they only come out once a week.
No, I know.
I'm like, I need like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like Chicks in the Office or something, or at least like a Tuesday, Thursday. Like this once a week, I'm like itching to get like a Giggly Squad episode, because that is one where like I actually
Laugh
laugh
out
out loud.
loud. Oh my God,
Yeah.
no. They're so freaking funny. So I'm so excited. I have my outfit picked out. Like I'm channeling Paige in my outfit and I'm so excited.
Yeah. I can't wait to see pictures.
I'm so
I
excited. So, yeah.
love.
Yeah, but that's, I guess, my recap of this weekend.
Well, seemed like a grand old time.
Hmm.
That I'm blown away that someone would say that. I think if someone did that to me and then said that, I would be like jumping across the bar.
Well, and it was like, obviously, it wasn't in a conversation with me, and it was like a good bit after, but I was like, number one, you're a bartender, you shouldn't be saying that.
No, I would have been like, "Oh, I'm sorry, what was that? Did I miss something?"
And I was just
I
like,
literally would have said that.
oh, what's happening? The
You
other
better have tipped him $0.
Well,
You better have tipped
I
zero.
didn't pay. It wasn't me that was doing that. That was doing the paying. you know? But like the other bartender was so nice and I was just like, what is happening? Like I gotta
Maybe
go.
you're just having a bad day, sir. I hope your day got better or something.
I mean, but I was so nice about it. So I have
Oh.
no idea. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. So that was that. I'm never going back to that bar again, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell everyone I know personally that like
Do not go to this
it
bar
really
and
wasn't
avoid
worth it.
this guy at all freaking costs.
Yeah, it really was not worth it at all.
Well,
But
it is what it is.
speaking of recaps, there's something that I like wanted to talk about this week. I wanted to talk about it like 2 weeks ago, but again, our recording schedule was like a little bit off, so I couldn't say anything until now. Okay, this is something for the girls, especially I feel like at the age that we're at, we're, you know, in our mid to late 20s, or you could just be entering your 20s. You could be entering your senior year of college. Who knows? High school even, and like you're about to leave for college. But my friends and my friend basically like sent us this TikTok of this girl talking about this app. And she was like, we have to do this. Like, everybody download the app. I'm signing us all up. And, like, we are going to do this. So it's an app called, like, Letter Loop or, like, Letter Loops. And basically, it's, like, a newsletter app that you can do with your friends. So me and my friends were obviously all, like, long-distance besties. You know, some live in Louisiana. Some live in Austin. Obviously, I live in Nashville. And then, you know, who knows where some others are going to go in the future. And this is just, it's the cutest app ever. We already did like our first newsletter. So like we've kind of got to experience it. But basically, like I said, it's a newsletter app that like you can do with like your friends. So you all like sign up and you're all like in a group. And it's this questionnaire pretty much that gets released once a month. You can set the frequency to be like more than once a month or like more than once a month or like a little bit like further apart than once a month. But basically you'll have like a week to answer these questions. And then it releases on how we have it set up is like it releases on the 2nd of every month. And you can, after like the first newsletter, you can go through and like for the next newsletter, you can add questions. You can make up your own questions, or there's like questions that you can choose from. You can add pictures to all of like your responses. You can add music, like the music that you've been into, because it's connected to Spotify. But it's so freaking cute. And yeah, so it's like you have an issue. So like how my friends have it set up. So we have it every month. And we have it releasing on, like I said, the 2nd of each month. So issue 1 has already been done. And so, like, I can go, if you're watching, you can see this. But, like, I can view, like, the first issue anytime I want. And then, so, like, issue 2 hasn't been, like, sent so that I can answer it yet. It starts on February 23rd. And then I'll have that week up until March 2nd to answer the questions. And then it gets released on March 2nd.
So I downloaded this today because when I was looking through everything, and I've already like sent it out to a few of my friends. So I really haven't like looked into it much, but I saw like the questions or the topics you can choose. I saw like the music and just like, I'm absolutely loving this. And I'm sure that it will like save so you can like look back like in 6 months and like do this and that and see like almost like how far like you've come or like what you've accomplished or you know what you were struggling with at this time that you're not struggling with anymore. So I'm actually so freaking excited about it. But I will say and this is like nothing again, like this is just like me personally, is like everyone I send it to is like in the same one.
Yeah, but you can create
if that makes sense.
You can create a separate group as well.
So you can create a second group, but are you going to have to do like your newsletter twice?
Yes.
Or can you just send it? So that's part where I'm like, because there's just like some friends where I'm like, do we want everyone interlooped? You know?
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm excited. I haven't done it yet, but I want to fill it out today or something. I kind of wish we would have started like earlier, so it's like a monthly, like we just finished a full month kind of thing. I'm just that kind of girly where I hate starting things in the middle of the month. But I'm excited for it. I think it'll be cool to like see like insights to everyone.
No, it's so cute, especially like, I mean, since I don't live close to my friends and I can see them like a couple times a year, hopefully. it's nice because it's like I can catch up with them because I mean, I don't talk to them every day. I try to like
Right.
talk to them as much as possible, but of course, like it's and two, it's like your conversation only like sometimes you really only cover so much. And
Right.
so it's like, okay, like I want to know what's going on with your job. Like, what's something that you recently started doing, like what hobbies. So
Mm-hmm.
like we already have all of our questions. Like everyone submitted a question for issue 2. So like at the end of the month, that's when we'll fill it out. But no, it's so cute. You can add like as many pictures as you want. Um
I'm loving the music. I
yeah.
love the
No,
music on there.
it's so cool. And then like you can go back through. So like I still have access to like issue 1, so I can go review it anytime. And then once
Mm-hmm.
the issue gets released or like the newsletter gets released, then like my friends can go through and comment on all of my answers. And like they can be
Oh my
like, "Oh my God,
God.
no way, like that's, like didn't realize you were doing that," or like that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can kind of like, read everyone else's and then like leave little comments and stuff. So it's so cute. Um, and yeah, I know, I think it's just like, it's a great concept to
Mm-hmm.
kind of like catch up with your friends. It's once a month. It really doesn't take long at all. And like you can get in depth as you want with your answers. So like I like to yap. So like of course my responses were pretty wordy compared to some of the other girls, but like
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty much however you want to do it. Like there's like a photo wall where it's like no question, you can just upload a photo. So I literally just like uploaded like almost like inspirational, like kind of feel good quote,
Mm-hmm.
just like to get the vibes going. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of
No, I'm
fun.
excited about it. And that's what I'm saying. I think this app will like take off,
Uh-huh.
especially for people our age, just because we are so like spread out and you
Yeah.
really just don't keep up with everyone like on a day-to-day basis. So I really think this is going to catch
And
on.
it's like
So,
as your friends start to get married, and then too, as your friends
mm-hmm.
start to have kids, like it's always a good
Yeah.
way to, like their lives are super busy. And so it's just one of those things of like, okay, just to make sure that you're keeping up with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, so far we've already kind of sent reminders to each other, like, oh, don't forget to fill it out. Um,
Yeah.
so it's really exciting. But it's a super cute concept. So I encourage everyone that, is like getting older or like kind of stepping into like a new chapter in your life. And if you don't live by your friends, or even if you do live by your friends, but like
Mm-hmm.
your lives are so busy sometimes, I feel like this is like a good app to download so that you can like keep up, and it makes it a little bit more fun than just like sending a text message.
Right, or just like talking on the phone
Yeah.
about it. I don't know. I like love creating stuff
Yeah.
like this. Like it's fun to me. It's not like a chore.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just wanted to tell y'all about the app.
No, I can't wait. I'm literally once we get off this phone or this phone call, this podcast, whatever you want to. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I'm going to go do it because I've been like dying to do it all
Well,
day.
and you can, because since like you set it up, you can go through and you can adjust when the issues get released. So if you want it to be like at the beginning of the month or at the end of a month, you
Mm.
can adjust that so that that's when it gets released.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might just have one like come out now and then like start at the
Yeah.
beginning of the month again.
Yeah, no, you can do it as frequently as you want. You can just be like, oh, I just want to create an issue right now. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's easy peasy. Lemon
Oh my
squeezy.
God. Okay, I can't wait.
I
I can't wait. I'm so
I do
excited.
have to say, when you like once the issue is set to release, you can't go in like add late. So, I did have a couple of my
Mm.
friends, they missed it and then they couldn't add theirs.
You
So,
had to be on time.
yeah, you have to be on time. I think you literally have until midnight, like the night before. But then, like, once it is the day, it's the day. It's going to get released. So,
Oh wow, sticking to the deadline. Come on,
yeah,
people.
no pushing it. So, but yeah,
That's
super
funny.
exciting.
Okay, love. Can't wait. Can't wait to do
Yep.
that.
Yes.
Next on here, you said Grammys were forever ago, but all the performances were top notch. Benson Boone.
So many people were like shitting on him. And I'm like, number one, he's hot. Okay.
So hot.
Number two, he's great performer. The flips
Mm-hmm.
don't bother me.
Not at all. I think it adds to it. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, like you're amazing, like you can do it all. And everyone was like, oh my God, he was grabbing his junk so aggressive. I'm like,
I thought it was hilarious that he grabbed it. He's a guy, he's like, I don't give a shit that I'm on national television. The jumpsuit's digging into my crotch and I need to get it out.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I don't see a single issue with that.
Neither do I.
Just about any guy would have done that.
Yeah. I mean, like, he did it aggressively, but I thought that was the best part of his performance.
No, he was amazing. I just, like, love him so much. And I'm just, like, sometimes I forget, like, these people are, like, our age or, like, younger. I'm like, oh, wow.
I know, our age or younger. And they're winning Grammys. But I didn't watch the entire thing because I forgot that it was on. So I joined in like halfway through. I missed the entire carpet, but like I went through and like recapped on socials. But all of the performance that I saw and then looked up afterwards, everyone killed it. Like there was not one performance that I had any negative comment on. Thoughts, anything. I thought I thought everyone that performed was fantastic. I know there's a lot of controversy on winners of certain categories. But
that was crazy. I'm sorry. That was crazy. Like,
it was. But yeah, I mean, crazy. The music industry is always just
so if you got money unexpected. And you have pool, you can truly do anything you want. You can truly do anything you want because I'm sorry, there's just no way. There's no way that Beyonce's winning this. No way.
Yeah.
And if you think that's possible, like literally go to the stats of the streams. Like I felt so bad for Billie. She was like in tears. Yeah. Like this can't be happening. And like her and Phineas worked so hard on this album, like just the two of them, like songwriting, playing, everything. And then Beyonce has like 18 writers giving credit to, like, it's a scam.
I know.
Just like everything else. But
poor Billie. She was nominated for 7 Grammys and did not win one.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I feel like I hear her album everywhere.
Everywhere. Like she's like top of the top. Like it's just and like she's up there with Taylor Swift, and I think Taylor Swift obviously had such a big year because the Eras tour. And I mean Billie was on tour too, but it's like Billie has not been around as long as Taylor Swift. Like you don't have those people who've been there since 5 years old. But I felt so bad for her. I was like, this is so rigged. And like Beyonce was like so shocked when she won. I was like, stupid.
But anywho, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed the fashion. That was pretty much all my comments that I had on the Grammys.
Slay. Well, speaking of fashion, not only do I want to talk about what people wore to the Super Bowl, but I also want to talk about the NFL honors.
Oh, yeah.
Because Joe Burrow.
Daddy.
Oh my God. And like him and Aloe, it's just like breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. Like it's Aloe. I'm so like that's like
the other day.
Why does it look so amazing?
The other day, someone looked at me dead ass in the eyes and said, I mean, I don't really find him that attractive. And I said, I don't really find you that likable.
Yeah, and I actually hate your guts.
We cannot be friends. No, yeah, he's just a fine specimen of a man. And he can look good in anything. He truly can.
That's what I'm saying. But, like, he's willing to, like, branch out when it comes to fashion as well. And, like, nothing but respect.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's some guys that I would never wear. Blah, blah, blah. I will never forget about the backless tux.
Oh, my God.
I will never.
Neither will I.
Like, that was top tier. But honestly, that was really the only one I wanted to talk about at the NFL honors. Honestly, all the girlfriends, fiancés, wives, their dresses were absolutely amazing. Yeah. They looked
so good.
Impeccable. Yeah. But I mean, he was top of the top. I saw him walk in, and it's just like that swagger. It's just like, you can't buy that. You can't teach
Yeah.
that. He's just so like, oh yeah, you know, just sport and aloe, you know, love him. I'm
It's
like,
just
oh
like, I
my
just love
God.
football. I just
Yeah.
love Ohio. And I
Yeah.
love Louisiana. And I'm like,
Yeah.
me too. Whatever
Yeah,
you
so
say.
he's just like top tier. But we do have some controversy when it comes to the Super Bowl fits.
Mhm.
You
We
absolutely
have
hated.
conflicting opinions.
Yes, you absolutely hated
Yeah.
what Travis Kelce wore.
Yes.
Can you please explain? Elaborate.
So he's done it before. Like, he's worn pretty much that exact outfit, just in a different color before.
Mm-hmm.
To just a regular schmegular game. We've seen it before. He's done it before. I get it. And, like, he kind of kept up with the theme this season, which I get.
Mm-hmm.
It just did nothing for me. Not a single thing. It just didn't have the, like, the pizzazz that it needed to have to me. He just looked like a creepy,
Right, to you.
creep man with his hair.
Really?
He just looked creepy, and it just wasn't flattering to me. I just hated it.
Well,
I
that's
hated
crazy.
it.
As I loved it. I really did. The thing I love about Travis Kelce's fashion and just overall, like, everything he wears in sports, he always has some kind of, like, to me, like, some kind of pizzazz. Like, the shirt, the button-up he was wearing underneath. Like, it was, like, a sequin shirt. There's just, like, always something more to it, which, you know, I love a regular tux. I love, like, a done-up suit look. I really do, but he just always knows how to put, like, a little spin on it. And, like, to me, it looks amazing. And I love, like, the rose brooch he was wearing. I absolutely love that. And I'm starting to see those everywhere. Like, I don't want to say, well, they went out. They did. Like, I feel like our grandparents, you know, wore them a lot, still have them. But, like, I've been seeing them everywhere now. Like, even Target is having them. And I'm like, I think they're so on the ups, and I think I'm going to have to buy some. But anyways, besides the point, I thought he looked great. I don't know if I loved the glasses. I feel like maybe the glasses, like, could have been changed a little bit. But other than that, I wasn't appalled by it, as you were.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But
very.
that's okay.
But that's
that is
okay. But do you know whose look I freaking loved? Jalen
Hurts.
Now
Yeah.
that did it for me.
Now that is a fine man.
That
if I have to say.
he's sexy as sexy as they come. But the all purple suit with the, and I have it pulled up right here, with the red writing on the collar.
Do we know what that writing says?
I just tried to zoom in.
I don't know
It
what
says
it says.
something of one. Breed of one. It says breed of one.
Okay. I did like his look. I really did. I felt like it was like the perfect, like, purple. Like the perfect standout purple that's so eye-catching. That's like, oh, wow. Like, I feel like I haven't really seen anything like that before.
It looked so good.
Honestly, I've never really kept up with, like, what he's worn in the past. I don't know if this was, like, a step above what he usually wears, if he usually, like, comes out looking that way. But yeah, he looked amazing. And I think this is probably the most humble guy on earth. Did you, like, listen to any of his interviews after?
Yeah, and then I found out more information on him. And just truly everything that he supports and just does in general, he has an all-female team. So everyone around him that, like, runs it, his manager, like, everyone that runs his shit for him is female. And he actively he is very active about women in sports and just, like, women being successful in general, and like all of the work that he does literally just supports women.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just a kind, very attractive man who is 26 years old.
Yeah, let's throw that in there because I figured that out today that we are the same age. If that doesn't make you sit there and say, damn, what the hell am I doing? I don't know what will. I really don't know what freaking will. But yes, he's the one and only person in the NFL who has like an all-female team behind him.
Which is crazy. And so awesome.
No, it's amazing. And he just like doesn't care much about the money. They'll ask him all the time, like, oh, you know, you live, I don't really know, like, square footage wise or like location wise, but apparently he lives in a much smaller home. Like, he's obviously a millionaire. He can buy like a huge mansion like everyone else. And he's like, no, it's just me and like my fiance.
She's drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah. And he's like, we don't really need the room. Like, we're good for now. And it's just like, wow, like, you're through and through. And he's just very soft-spoken. You can just tell from the beginning, he's not all like, oh, yeah, like, we got this, and I'm ready for that. He's just very like, yeah, like, you know, it's been a great season. And, like, it got out that his, like, wallpaper was, like, the Super Bowl last year of him, like, walking off the field with the Chiefs color confetti falling. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I looked at that every single day as, like, determination to, like, have the confetti, like, switch colors. And he's just so soft-spoken. I'm just like, oh, my God. It's just, like, goodness. And you're 26 years old. Like, I look at these people like they're superstars and they're, like, at least 35. At least.
Well, a lot of them are.
Oh, yeah. A lot of them are.
A lot of them
like
are.
Like Travis Kelce.
Yeah. A lot of them are. But, like, no. And that's why I'm happy and glad that it's, like, his time.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I agree.
But another person whose outfit I did also love is the Eagles quarterback. Something Barkley.
The Eagles quarterback?
Yeah.
Is that not Jalen Hurts?
No.
The Eagles?
Let me double check.
What do you mean?
No. Oh, it is.
What do you
I'm
mean,
so wrong.
no?
I'm so wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. The Eagles, what position does he play?
A running
The running back. Thank you. He was wearing all denim and like which I get. It's the Super Bowl. Okay, like, oh, you might look at it to be like dress it up a bit. It worked because he was also carrying the biggest Birkin bag I've ever seen in my entire life that matched his outfit.
That'll do it. I mean, accessories will change everything, let me tell you that.
Like, come on.
Sometimes it, like, amazes me, like, the amount of money. Like, when you really sit back and you're like, damn. You know?
But, like, yes, but not all of them, which kind of is, like, sucky. Mm-hmm. Because, it also just depends on, like, what position you play. Obviously, if you're starting, you know, what...
Right.
Where you kind of fall within the... Because, like, you can have Joe Schmo over here making millions of dollars. And then, you know, the guy to your left is, like, not making as much. Obviously making a lot more than what I'm seeing come into my bank account.
Much more than me, but, like...
A hell of a lot more than me. But still. Which, like, I feel like would be kind of, like... one of those things. It's like you're in it, and then you're like, damn, I can't get away from it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just crazy, like, how much money is, like, brought into that, but, like, not only are they paid by the NFL, like, you know, if you're good, if you're out there, you have a social media follow, like, you're also,
sponsors.
Like, like, you're getting money brought in from, like...
Every which way.
Every angle of life, if you look at it. Like,
which is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely crazy, but Jalen Hurts, he deserved the win.
Yeah.
I was going for the Chiefs. I really didn't care who won, if we're being quite honest. I was like, whatever. I just, like, don't like the Eagles. But, I'm glad it was his time to win, and he looks great doing it.
He looked
leave it
so
at that.
great.
But another thing, kind of relating to the Super Bowl commercials, all the jazz. Poppi. They've been in the social media in deep.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of influencers, a few till like the week leading up to the Super Bowl, got a vending machine delivered to their home. Like, and this isn't just like any regular vending machine. Like, this thing was massive.
It was huge. I've never seen a vending machine that big.
No, never. Like, this was like Costco vending machine.
Yeah.
Like, this thing was huge. And apparently they're getting like such a bad rep because, like, why do influencers need this? The amount of money they're spending on it, blah, 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 blah. They said, which there is a hot take of it where they're like, oh, like, you should have put it in like a hospital or like a fire station. But then I'm like, but then would they post about it as much? Like, I'm getting ahead of myself. But like, what is your take on them delivering this to influencers, seeing the TikTok, seeing everything? What was your first thought about all of this?
Well, my first thought was like, damn, is that really necessary? So, okay, It's kind of hard because I feel like we're getting a lot of different things, but like I can't tell what's actually the truth. Because like there's a thing going around basically saying that Poppi reached out to these specific influencers that received the vending machine, and these influencers were asked like either who do they want to give it to, like where do they want it. So like the influencers technically had a choice on like where it gets to go, because like Avery Woods didn't have hers delivered to her house. She had it delivered to someone else's house. I think whoever's Super Bowl party she was going to, she had it delivered to their house.
See, but I think that was the whole thing behind it, is it had to be like incorporated with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, which totally get.
Yeah.
But I also, I now that people have like really put it in my head, I do kind of see the stance of like, okay, well, you could have put it in a hospital. Like, you could have given it to, first responders that are working during the Super Bowl, or like, teachers, like in a teacher's lounge. I get that. I just don't think in general that the vending machine needed to go out in the first place. Because Poppi does already do so much. They do so much PR with influencers in general, and I get it's because they had 2 Super Bowl commercials. 2. But then you kind of have to look at it from that aspect of, do you know how much it costs to have a spot in the Super Bowl for a commercial?
30 seconds, $8 million. 30 seconds.
Yeah. Which, hell yeah, Poppi's doing that great. Like, freaking good for them. Good for them. They're small. Like, they were a small business. She started in her goddamn garage in Austin, Texas.
Right.
I just, shit, if I would have gotten it, hell yeah, I would have been excited. But also, it was so large. Like, my one thought was it was kind of so unnecessary. Like, I saw behind the scenes of one getting delivered. It was an entire
like
pallet
of Poppies. How do you drink
Why
that
do you
all?
need that much? And, like, it's obviously going to be picked up. Like, the influencers aren't keeping it.
Right,
like,
right.
It's being picked back up. But again, what was the point?
I think because, like, at the end of the day, was it over the top? Was it excessive?
People are talking about it.
People can't shut up about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it has flooded the damn internet. People will not shut up about it. So, like, paid off.
Yeah.
And it's just like, as much as people want to hate, but if they haven't tried Poppi before, they're going to like buy one and try one. Or I just think that it gets so many eyes, and I think they knew that it was going to be like a big deal and some people were going to get pissed about it. I think they knew going into it. I mean, I think that's with anything. Look at Trippin' with Tarte. You make it so big, everyone's pissed.
Yeah.
There's no way of winning. So if you have the money you can spend it and do it,
like rage bait, honestly.
Oh, 100%. But 110%.
And that's kind of what, though, makes me sad, because, like, I loved the Poppi Super Bowl commercial last year. I thought it was freaking great. It was, like, I feel like who they were as a company, don't get me wrong, I loved the one this year, especially with Alex and Jake Shane.
I loved this one.
I also just wish it was, like, more of Alex and Jake Shane in the commercial. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this commercial this year, I think it was absolutely iconic, and I can only imagine how much Alex Earl got paid to be in all these different Super Bowl commercials, and it just, like, warms my heart. Like, I think every day when I see Alex Earl post, I like her more and more. Because, like, she's such a girl's girl. She loves her friends. Like, her friends were in the commercial. And it's like, I saw this one TikTok of a girl being like, I don't know how she does it all. Like, she goes to these photo shoots. She's traveling. Yes. Yeah. And, like, she's doing her friends' birthday parties. Like, she literally skipped the Grammys to do Sally's birthday party because she was like, no, the Grammys can come again, and, like, honestly, like, not really
her
thing. Yeah. And I'm glad she's an influencer who will say, no, hey, thank you for the invite, but not really my thing. And I feel like a lot of influencers don't do that and try to, like, shift who they are for the time being to be going to that event. And, like, no, she just went to Miami and had a 24-hour birthday party for Sally.
Yeah.
Like, I love her so freaking much, and I just think the Poppi one was iconic. The Carl's Jr. one,
the Carl's Jr. one was like hands down amazing. It was freaking amazing.
Yeah. And did you ever hear the backstory about that one? How, like, that shirt was on, like, the very end of, like, the styling rack. And she's like, oh, what's this? And the person's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, that wasn't supposed to be,
and she's
like
oh,
on there.
I love it.
And she's like, wait, no, like, I love this. Like, I've already told everyone, like, 2025, like, boobs are out.
Yeah.
Like, boobs are out to play. And looking up the shirt, like, hearing that story and then seeing the shirt, I was like, she literally said, oh, no.
This is what I'm wearing.
Yeah. So I don't know. I love a girl who can, like, be professional, and, you know, she has, you know, the U Miami scholarship going. She still is invested in that university and, like, preaching business and, you know, going to these conferences and speaking there, but she's also doing commercials like that. Like, well, and she's the perfect medium for
like
me.
Balance of both. And too, I mean, I'm glad too she got to do the Poppi thing because she's also an investor. So, like, again, and that's another side of, like, yes, like, her business, yes, she's an influencer, yes, she's a personality on the internet, but, like, she also has, like, she's smart, she's a Poppi investor.
And I think that's what makes it even better is that, like, she is an investor, and, like, that is why she wants to promote this, like, company so much as well, because, like, she has money in it. Like, she wants to see this company succeed, and she went to, was it Stagecoach? Oh, no, it was Coachella last year.
With Poppi.
With Poppi, like, the Poppi house, and, like, invited all her friends. And, I mean, there's no hate. There's no hate on my
Poppi,
end. Like,
you would please deliver me one.
No, literally. So there's no hate on our end, but there is hate on someone else's end.
Olipop they have found every single video that someone has made on Poppi. The comments are savage.
That's crazy. I don't know who's approving those comments to go. Like, I understand. Like,
you know what? I can tell you right now, because this is what I do. No one's approving them. It's just someone our age or younger that's just commenting it. Because I have done that before. Because obviously we all know I'm in events. I've done that to an event that got shut down. That was, like, a similar event to ours. And I took full advantage commenting, like, oh, don't worry, our event won't get shut down. Check out blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
For tickets.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if there's any like repercussions behind that because like it's all funny until it's like, whoa, like
A
you know
hundred
what I mean?
percent.
Like,
I've never been in like an Olipop person. I've never tried it before.
so I've tried both, and I like Poppi a lot better. Olipop to me is a lot more like vinegar tasting, and just like you can taste like the probiotic esque to it.
I've
I
only
guess you
ever
can say.
had Poppi. I mean, I find it comical. It's one of those things like, hey, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want
Yeah.
to do. But I know there's also been like other controversy with Olipop and like there they were like asking people to make content for Olipop and then they were gonna like
Yes.
sign them on and then no one ever got signed
Never
on.
did.
So like
Yeah.
they obviously just like utilize like this is honestly what I think it is. Olipop doesn't have like a much of a marketing budget, if we're being honest. They really don't. So they did, and like a lot of companies do this like fake out stuff where it's like a fake out giveaway, a fake out.
To get people posting all over about
Yeah, and so like they did a fake out like influencer search, and
Yeah.
so many people were posting about it, but then like on their actual page, the only content was coming from like legit their marketing team. It was their marketing people in the videos. And I mean, you can just tell like they just don't have much of a budget for marketing and advertising. So I mean, this is just kind of who they are and like how they feed
and
off.
you don't have Alex Earl as an investor.
So
I mean,
they're just kind of going along with the tactics that they know how, and they are taking advantage of like the social media aspect and like the controversy that's going on. So I mean, like if it's working for them, it's working for them. But like obviously, they haven't gotten much of a budget in the past couple of years, so it might not be working for them. So then they should sit back and like reevaluate their strategy.
Yeah, so the one that stuck out the most was, it was the Poppi vending machine getting delivered to someone's house. And Olipop commented, like, it's 25K, like, per vending machine, like, ... And it's just like, yes, 25K, that's a shit ton of money. 110%. But I can guarantee you, Poppi paired up with a vending machine manufacturer and they did not pay that.
Well, that or those were probably like in their office. They have a really big office in Austin, like a really big office. I bet you that because it wasn't every single influencer that got one. It was a really small, select few. So I bet you those weren't even like. I bet you those have been made and have actually been in use in their office.
Right, and it's not like here's a gift to you. It's like, no, you're going to promote
loan.
This, and then we're taking this
Yeah,
away
it's on
from
loan,
you.
babe.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's crazy that Olipop got involved to the extent of where they're going.
Yeah. I think I do think it's funny. I mean, like,
I think
it's
funny as well. Like, from the outside looking in, I'm like, this is hilarious. But, like, at the end of the day, Olipop's mad. Like,
yeah,
they're mad.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
They're mad. But, like, it is adding to, like, it's adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
And so, like, honestly, it's comical. Like, haters are gonna hate. I would never take to social media to be like, oh, Poppi, like, blah, 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 blah.
I bet you Poppy's sitting back and laughing.
Oh, 100%.
As they're seeing their sales just increase day by
100.
day.
I do want to try their, like, new cream soda one.
Oh, me too, the blue one.
I've never had cream soda before, but
I think I have. I've had like a real cream soda. But yeah, I want to try that as well. I used to be on such a huge like Poppi kick, and then I don't know why, it kind of just like died out.
Yeah.
But I need to get back on it because like I need to stop drinking soda, but like I need something to like get me through the days.
One more thing before like we reach a long episode. Speaking of like controversy and like product and like drops right now, Rhode. So Hailey Bieber with her company Rhode just released these lip contours. Okay?
Yeah.
PR went out. People have bought. The reviews of these lip contours, terrible.
Really?
Terrible. I feel it's like once one pops up, then they start to follow. But, and like actually, like, of course, makeup artists that are like close with their brand aren't gonna trash it, but I have seen like one regular ass person do a review, and like,
Yeah.
sometimes you can, like, you take bad reviews with a grain of salt, on TikTok, because sometimes people just like go crazy to the max in insulting something, or like, reviewing something saying it's really, really bad, but like it's because it's rage bait, it's for the views. But
Right.
and like one person that reviewed it, and I actually do feel like you can trust this person, and like, it's me saying a lot, Jeffree Star, okay, because I got on the video of like the girl trying it, and then someone commented on the video, they're like, this is rage bait, like, obviously you put it on bad, like, or you did something to make it look that bad. So basically it's just like a really fat liner, like lip liner, but it doesn't go on. Like, I watched so many people test it, and you can kind of tell in the videos, like, it doesn't go on that smooth, and then it comes with like a little lip gloss, like the peptide things, and it causes the liner, like the liner separates when this gets put on it. So I like saw videos of like people putting it on like normal, rubbing their lips like normal, and it just did not work. And then I like stumbled upon the Jeffree Star review, and he was like, I get like what she's trying to do. It just, the formulas literally combat each other. It's like water and oil. Like it just isn't working. It's not what she meant to do. And so, yeah, which like I've been wanting to try Rhode for so long, and I still do.
Too.
That's not deterring me, but
Yeah.
that's definitely a product I probably won't be purchasing. But it's been all over my TikTok, all people using it, but I am kind of glad I saw the bad reviews.
So I've not seen one bad review, but I can't even tell you if I've seen like a review about it. But that was actually one I really wanted to try. But I did see someone say like it is like a very thick liner, but it also on the back of it is like a liner cleaner upper.
Yeah, and so that was like another thing people were saying. We're like, obviously it needs it to be cleaned up because it doesn't go on evenly. So.
I don't know. Still want to try.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to try Rhode for so long, and it just dropped that they're like coming out in Sephora sometime soon. I don't really think they've announced when, but I'm just such a like, I've got to see this in person.
I know.
Like, I don't know why. I just like have to at least like see it in person and be like, okay, I want it. Like, ordering online just seems like ugh.
I want the pocket blushes 1000%, and the like peptide, like,
oh, I want the
lip
peptide
balm butter type whatever. The lip contour, I don't know. I just, after seeing it, so many people put it on, I was like, I don't know. I just can't.
Yeah.
But if she does like and I don't know, if she does have like an actual liner, I would test that out.
I don't know if she does. I think this might have been a first.
But the pocket blush, I like am dying to get my hands on it. I just can't pull the trigger. It's like,
yeah, I have one. I got it for Christmas. My sister got it for me, and I'm very excited to wear it during the summertime. I feel like, when you've been like out at the lake or like on the water all day long, and then like you come home, you shower, then like you're headed to go out. I feel like it's a perfect like no makeup blush to like put on and go. But I just feel like during the wintertime, like I wear a little bit more like makeup to where it doesn't really like show through as much. But I love it still. I'm so excited to like have a tan and like wear it.
Yeah.
So 12 out of 10.
Love.
But I just don't know what took them so long to get to Sephora, or what's like the defining factor of like wanting to be in store compared to not.
Another thing is, so like Dibs. I want to try Dibs so bad. None of the Ultas around me have it.
Really?
No. I have been to literally all of the Ultas that I know where they're at.
Have you, and like surely you've asked
Oh,
them,
I have
like,
asked
carry?
every single time. I'm like, where's
Because
the dibs?
it's always in the most awkward spot. Every single Ulta I go to, it's like freaking tucked away on a shelf that's like a 2x2.
So
and I'm
unless like
okay,
the people just don't know like what product, but I have asked so many times. I'm like where's y'all's dibs? And sometimes people are like, what? And then one girl was like, oh, I think Sephora carries it, and I was like, no, they don't.
no,
Y'all
y'all
carry
do
it.
actually. I would almost look on Ulta and try to like
Online.
do like the find in store because there are a lot of people who I've gone in before and I'm like, do y'all sell dibs? And they're like, what's that? And I'm like,
No, I'm like,
and I
how
have
do
to
y'all
explain
not
it to
know?
them. And I'm like, it's literally on your website saying you have it in store. Because remember that one time I was like, I'm out of my dibs. I need it so badly. And like,
I've never tried
says
it.
they have it in stock and it's not in stock. Dibs, 12 out of 10. Like a 12 out of 10. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it has absolutely changed my life. Absolutely changed my life.
So
Like,
I need to get
the
it.
bronzing stick, yeah. It's definitely a worth it product. And I also want to get like the body glitter.
I want to
dip
get her
stick, whatever.
lip liner and lip gloss.
Yeah, but they like don't sell that in store.
Yeah,
like it's only like the duo one.
They're making
and
a
then
mini.
like the sparkly one. That's what I'm saying. I'm just not, and maybe it's like a lot harder to get into Ulta than like we think, but like Rhode or like Sephora with Rhode, like that's a given. Like they're gonna accept that no matter what. So it's like, what is the holdup? Why aren't we doing this like sooner?
I think maybe production, you have to make sure that like you have enough product to go to every store or to go to probably X amount of stores. Obviously, that's why I still haven't been able to find dibs, is because it hasn't made it into mine yet. But like, I feel like you probably have to have so much product built up and be able to come up with a manufacturing routine that like you can get it done in time to like ship and then do freight, like ship it to the stores. You have to find someone.
I guess that can be true because she is like fairly new, you know.
Yeah.
And like everything's sold out within like seconds when it goes live on the website.
The Kardashians though, they can get their shit in somewhere fast.
Yeah, let's phone a friend if you don't mind.
No, I know. I'm like, don't you have connections?
Yeah, you have to. But interesting. Well, I'm hoping to see it in Sephora soon and do a little tester on the hand and see how it goes.
I know, because I kind of want to try her skincare.
Oh, I want to get that so bad.
What is it,
my
like
sister
the milk
has it.
one? Like, what is the milk product? I want to try that. I just want to put it on my face.
Yeah, my friend had it, and I tried it once, and it just feels like so nice and cooling and like soothing. It feels absolutely amazing. I just don't know why I can never pull the trigger on literally anything.
Your girl, we've talked about it a few episodes ago. I am on a tight budget, and I'm sticking to that budget, and I will not be buying anything for the next 6 months.
There you go. Good for you.
Most likely.
Good for you.
So
that's what I'm saying. Right now, you just have to look from afar and be like, I'm going to come up with my list that, like, when I can buy one good thing, I'll buy that one good thing.
See, my ADHD just prevents me to doing that. Like, I forget.
Oh, it's okay. Then you don't need it.
Yeah. I know.
So, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
We have no needs right now. We just have wants.
Oh, I have a lot of wants.
Yeah, me as well. The list keeps getting longer and longer and longer, and I'm like, no.
Yeah. So, okay, we've yapped for far too long. I could keep yapping for far too long. So I think that we need to end the episode right here, right now.
Yes, love you guys. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and we will see you all next week. Bye.
Love you guys. Bye. Like, subscribe, follow, all of the things. We love you. Bye.